Good morning, everyone. I wanted to show you guys this plant. It's called Asian Meadowsweet, and just look at it. Isn't it absolutely spectacular? I think if you have a garden or a forest, permaculture forest, and you need a medium sized hedgerow anywhere, this one would definitely be one of my favorites. It reaches a height of about 6 to 7 feet, so I think perfect height, neither too tall nor too short. It spreads a lot, but I think it will be very easy to control and maintain it because its stems are very thin and it's quite flexible, so it will be easy to prune. And in fact, you can have a iron mesh around it, iron mesh, and if you want to shape it into like keep it in cylindrical shape or give it a put it into an arch, you can very easily do that. However, I like it as it is, flowing in the wind. I think it looks so beautiful. So this is a perennial plant. You just have to plant it once and it will grow forever. In fact, it remains green all throughout the year. Over here where I live, in winters temperature goes to around 0 degrees Celsius, and in summers it reaches around 40 degrees Celsius with very high humidity, almost 90 to 100%, and still this plant is always green. However, it flowers only in early spring. So after the cold winters, one day all of a sudden all the flowers will have bloomed and you'll know spring has arrived, and it looks so amazing, absolutely gorgeous, really. Just have a look at it. And keeping all that aside, this plant has great medicinal uses. It's anti-inflammatory, so it can be used for swellings, joint pains, even heartburns and headaches. In fact, it's a great digestive tonic. It can be drunk as tea. In fact, its tea is very good for joint related issues like arthritis or gout, or like if your joints are tired after a long walk or a long hike, or any other kind of joint discomfort. And it's also very good for generic stomach related issues. And the best part about this plant is that it brightens your skin. So if you apply a paste on your face, it's very good for your skin. So and that's great, obviously. But the only thing you must be careful while consuming this plant in any manner is to use it only in limited quantity. Don't overdo it because otherwise it might worsen the situation. So you need to remember that it's a medicine, right? So just use it in small quantities every day or maybe every other day like a medicine, and let it do its work. But apart from all that, I think it just looks beautiful, especially all these flowers. And just have a look at it right now. High wind blowing, and it's just zooming here and there. It's so beautiful. So this is a clipping of this plant in early summer. As you can see, most of the flowers are dried off by now, but the leaves are still very green and lush and exuberant. So the flowers will dry off quickly as summer begins, but the plant will remain green throughout the year. Even in winters, almost all of it remains green. So I think this will make a really good plant as a hedgerow in a large area or in a large land. So let me know your views if you have grown this plant at your house, or if you have seen it growing out in the wild. Like usually, for me, I don't have a garden in my house, but all these plants that I show, I just see them out in the wild when I'm on my walks. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye. Have a great day.